It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the two-bird screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective, because after 48 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I'd like to tell about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Loveland, Colorado. Got some plays over in Loveland, Colorado this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo va. In Loveland, Colorado, I heard about your Valentine remailing program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I currently do not have a lady, but in the future, if I develop a serious relationship, you best believe I will be doing the Valentine remailing program in Loveland, Colorado, and my ladies can be like, oh my gosh, you were so smooth, bro. So fellas out there, ladies out there, if you want to impress your lady, your man, you might want to check out that Loveland, Colorado Valentine program next Valentine's Day. Check it out. In fact, bookmark, save this podcast so you can remember Valentine's Day comes up next year. If you want to do something unique and be memorable for Valentine's Day, check this out. So Loveland, thanks for listening. Appreciate God's gratitude. And just FYI, back then was school radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the focus. If I would have had just a little bit more focus, then maybe they would enable me to become a radio DJ. But it didn't. That's what allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate. Might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet. So it's got to be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, hearts, diamonds, green clovers, purple horseshoes. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're in line, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, again, Rambo Hard Label on. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I rap. And last week, I rapped again. I dropped the track called Daily Deeds Deliver Dividends. It's me rapping my unique rap style over electronic, spacey beats. Rhyming only way the Captain can rhyme. So if you want to hear something you've never heard before, I'll put a link below to Daily Deeds Deliver Dividends. Check it out. Now, let's get on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. It is like 4:30 in the morning, baby. I was laying in my bed 3 in the morning trying to sleep, and the podcast ideas just flowed to me. I'm like, bro, I gotta record this podcast now, 4 in the morning. Let's do this work. You ever seen The Rock working early in the morning? Well, yeah, I'm about that lifestyle. I'm getting the work done early, bro. And you probably can hear it in the voice, the little raspy morning voice. Yeah, I got the morning voice like anybody else. You get up in the morning, got that deeper, raspy morning voice. Well, yeah, I got that. Because I'm up doing this work. I was like, I gotta let this podcast out. I don't care if it's 4:30 in the morning or not. It doesn't matter, bro. You gotta get it while it's good, right? So if you about that work life, get up early, do some work, man, get it done. People are sleeping right now. They're resting right now. They're resting. I'm out here getting it because I want it. Do you want it? Then do that work early. Or maybe not. It doesn't matter. Do what you like. Anyways, I'm up early doing work. And now it is time to podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, this week again, I saw something sexy. I saw a beast. I saw a sexy beast. This week, I saw a sexy beast, the Stag. And ladies and gentlemen, the episode was absolutely magnificent. I know I say that every week, but it was. I loved it. It was a great episode. How are people not watching this? It's so great. But before I get into a couple things, first of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in Paramount. I should be clear and transparent to let you know. Now I told you that. Let's get into Sexy Beast, the Stag. Ladies and gentlemen, this show just keeps getting better and better and better. Every week I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And when I first went into the show, I was thinking, this is a gangster show, bro. It's so gangster. And it is gangster. It is gangster. But really, after watching these episodes, I really believe that this is just a love story. A love story in the world of gangsters, right? It's a love story of Gal and Dee Dee. And if you've been watching the show, you know what I'm talking about. But I really think that's all it is. This is just a love story set in a gangster world, in a seedy underbelly of society, right? Is this what's going down? And I'm here for it. I am loving this love story. It is absolutely magnificent. They're trying to do the big heist and get the big score. That's also happening. But I feel the main story really is just the love story between Gal and Dee Dee. And, you know, and the scores and the big robberies and all that, that's kind of just secondary to the love story, at least in my opinion. I mean, that's what I've been kind of focusing on. So yeah, so what I want to do this week is I want to get into a couple of things I've seen in the show that I want to kind of go a little deeper into. And first of all, I'm just going to say this. Gal has a lady. Dee Dee has a man. And they've been together with him for a while, and things seem to be going smoothly, and the man seems to really love Dee Dee, and Gal's fiance seems to really love Gal. And you think that, you know, it's good. It seems like they got a good thing going over there, right? And then just like, I don't know, but they just don't seem to be happy. You know, once Gal met Dee Dee, like, it just shifted those relationships, you know? And I was thinking like, you know, Gal, and I've said this on the podcast a couple episodes ago, Gal's got this good lady at home, good family, right? Just a good situation there. And he's choosing to, you know, leave her to go be with his porn star. I mean, it's what he wants to. He said last week or the last episode, he's in love with his porn star. But he's got this good woman at home, and he's in love with the porn star. I don't know how to feel about it. Is Gal an a-hole? Is Dee Dee an a-hole? Are they a-holes when they have a woman, have a man, and they fall in love with each other, but they got this man at home and this woman at home? You know, are they bad people? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that not, well, also part of me is like, well, you know, they love each other and they don't love who they're with. And why waste your time being with someone that you don't really love? I don't feel like that's a good thing to be in. Like, if you're with a man or you're with a woman, and no matter how many years you've been with them, if you just don't love them, but you do meet this other person and you just love each other, like there's just a connection, is that wrong? I don't know. I'm not married. I don't have a woman. I don't have a family. So I don't really know how to really feel about that. But, you know, I don't know how long Gal's been with his lady. They don't really say. I don't know how long Dee Dee's been with her man. They don't really say. Maybe they've been together for a long time. But just to give all that up for some new man or new woman that comes up, maybe these guys should just stick with the relationships and work through the problems they got. You know, when you meet a new woman or a new man and you've been kind of with the same woman or man and it's new, of course it's exciting. It's new. You're liking it, right? Because you ain't got all the problems you got with your current lady, your current man. And of course it's great, you know, and it seems well. You know, I'd like to be with her and be with him because, you know, it's new, it's fresh. We don't got all the problems together, right? You know, and then you're gonna leave all that. Now, in this show, we know if you watch the Sexy Beast movie that they do stay together and they live happily ever after in Spain. So it works out. But they don't know that now. They don't know that going into it. They don't know that, right? And if you're in a relationship yourself and you find yourself with a woman or a man and you meet some new man or woman and the one you're with now is cool, you like them, but just something about this new person that you really like, right? I mean, should you pursue that or should you just stick with who's been by your side for some time? I don't know the answer to these questions. I'm not in a relationship, so I have no idea. So I'm just very conflicted with like, should I be rooting for the relationship of Gal and Dee Dee or should I not? I mean, should I support that? Should I don't know. I'm a dude that lives in the Midwest. I have Midwest values, very conservative values, right? There's something about the relationship that just is kind of like, I feel I shouldn't be supporting. But at the same time, like, I'm rooting for him. I'm very conflicted. The show has me very conflicted. I don't know how to feel about it. Either way, I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know. If you're watching this show, I don't know if you think the same thing. I don't know if you even thought about this, but if you haven't watched this, how do you feel about Gal pursuing Dee Dee when they have women and man? Are you disgusted by it? Do you hate it? Are you like, oh my gosh, it's horrible? How do you feel about it? Have you given it a thought? Think about it now. Think about, like, do I think Gal's a piece of trash because he has his lady at home, he's pursuing his porn star, and he loves her? I do not know the answer to that. I'm unclear, I'm unsure. I'm still trying to figure that out. What I find very interesting is that this show has got me thinking about relationship things that I would have never even pondered if I've not watched the show. It's so crazy, so weird. It's just so interesting how the show makes me think. In fact, like I said, I was laying in bed at 3 a.m. thinking about this show. Like, I couldn't sleep. I woke up and I was just thinking about the show. It's absolute craziness. Laying in bed thinking about the show at 3 a.m. So weird. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking about that. And the second thing I want to get into about the show was that there's a scene in the show where Dee Dee asks her current boyfriend, like, why do you love me? Why do you love me? Why do you love me? And her current man's like, thinks about it. He don't know. He can't answer that. He cannot answer why he loves her at all. No answer for that at all, right? Dee Dee asks the same question to Gal. And Gal sits for a minute. And Gal sits for a moment. And he's able to answer. And Gal goes, I love you because you make me feel not afraid, right? He's like, you make me feel not afraid. And like, as soon as he said that, I totally understood that. Because as being a man, going down the rabbit hole of men, women, and relationship videos, studying, learning about it. You know me, I'm always learning about everything, always reading things. I kind of now believe that if a woman wants to snag a man up, to snag him up, to get him to love her, to really like her, to be infatuated with her, all that woman has to do is make that man feel unafraid, powerful, and free. I feel, ladies, as a woman, if you can make your man feel powerful, unafraid, and free, that man will fall madly in love with you or really be into you. You know, I mean, 'cause honestly, as a man, do we want a lady that makes us feel afraid, unpowerful, unfree? Probably not. If you're making your man feel unfree, unafraid, and unpowerful, chances are that man gonna run away from you, right? If the man is annoyed or uncomfortable around you, he's probably not gonna want to stay around you, right? But ladies, I'm giving the game away here. If you got a man, you're pursuing him, I feel that's all you gotta do. I'm just saying. Just make him feel unafraid, powerful, and free. And that man will be buying you all the stuff you want. That man will be taking care of you. I'm just saying, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But I have gone down the rabbit hole of relationship, studies and podcasts and reading articles. And it seemed the consensus is for man or woman who are experts, quotation marks, in the relationship field, do seem to say that if you make your man feel powerful, strong, unafraid, free, that man will be more into you. And as a man myself, I can probably say that's probably true. I've not yet experienced love, but the women that I found myself more attracted to or interested in have been the women that have made me feel unafraid, powerful, and free. Or more powerful, more free, and more unafraid. I would say that's true as a dude. And this may not apply to all men, maybe not all, but I feel majority of us, if you do that, then we are yours. I don't know, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But I did find it interesting that was the answer that Gal gave Dee Dee to why he loved her. Like, you make me feel unafraid, right? And as a man, even a woman, who wants to feel afraid? Do you want to be with your spouse or your man or your woman and feel afraid, right? Oh, I'm with this woman, but she makes me feel afraid. I'm with this man, she makes me feel afraid. Who wants that, right? We want to feel unafraid, powerful, free, and strong. And if you can make your man feel that, he is yours. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to snag the captain up, who is currently a bachelor, a highly sought after bachelor, all you got to do is make me feel unafraid, free, and powerful. You make me feel that, we get married. We having kids. We having a family and a dog and a picket fence. And all this podcast riches can be yours. It's all yours. I'll share my pots of gold with you. Because you'll have tons of pots of gold. And lots of gold bars all over the place and pots of gold. And all my podcast money. And my Lambo that's parked in the driveway. I'll let you drive my Lambo. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this show is absolutely magnificent. I love it. It's great. It's an enjoyable ride. If you have not seen Sexy Beast, I highly recommend you check out Sexy Beast. Great show. It's a love story in a gangster world. I think you'll enjoy it. It's British. It's cool. So check it out. And this completes the podcast. And until next time, we'll see you. You're never beaten until you admit it. George S. Patton. Until next time, this is Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.